Welcome back to another video, and today we're taking a look at a couple who is fighting over child visitation, parental visitation, and the child is a little bit older than what we're used to seeing, but yet the outcome is really interesting. Let's take a look.
Kimberly Bring versus Dustin Nawarda. File number, let's see, 083834DM. It's time and date set for show cause hearing. Mr. Nawarda appears in pro se. He appears via the Zoom application. Ms. Bring appears via the Zoom application, represented by Attorney Dennis McCarthy. Before we proceed, I just wanted to check in with a friend of the court. Ms. Ann Schultz is here. Ms. Schultz, is there anything you wish to place on the record this time?
Yes, Your Honor. B will be 18 years of age on August 28th of this year. The order entered December 2nd of 2019 outlines that Mr. Nawarda's summer break visitation begins the first Sunday after school releases. And the order from August 15th of 2014 grants him a total of 59 overnights for the summer break from school, 8 weeks plus 3 days. He did provide documentation with his complaint that the last day of school was May 23rd, meaning that summer break parenting time should have begun on May 26th. I do not have information as to where the child is currently.
Okay, very well, thank you. Before we proceed, then, will both parties please raise your right hands?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Thank you. We'll first begin with Mr. Nawarda. Mr. Nawarda, can you tell the court what you are requesting, what's been going on? Now, after you're finished with your statement, Mr. McCarthy will have the opportunity to ask me some questions as well. So I just want to let you know how the procedure works, and then we'll move from there. Mr. Nawarda, what's been happening, please?
I think I touched something on my computer. I don't have visual, so I'm looking at a white screen. I just like last minute feel like I'm getting my parenting time taken away, and there's never any clear communication, and I don't know. I just kind of expected it. And
did B return to your custody then on May 26th?
Pardon me?
Did B, I don't want to use the child's name, did B return to you on May 26th?
No.
Is B with you now?
No, sir.
Where is B as far as you know?
With his mother.
Okay, do you have any explanation as to why B is not with you?
His mom told me she wasn't going to bring him.
Okay. Anything else before Mr. McCarthy asks you some questions?
Not at this time, no.
Very well. Mr. McCarthy, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, did you have a conversation on the app close for these conversations that was ordered by the court with Miss Bring at some point prior to the May 23rd date?
Have I communicated on the app before May 23rd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And on May 24th, did Miss Bring ask you whether or not she should bring this matter before court or not?
I guess she should have. Yeah.
Okay, she did. You did have a conversation with her about it?
Yeah.
Okay, and the conversation centered around the idea that your son wants to play football or is enrolled in football in South Carolina where he lives. Is that true? Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, and in fact, you had a conversation with your son about that. Is that a fact?
When was that?
On approximately, I think it was June, May 29th, I believe.
Yeah.
And you had a 36-minute telephone conversation with your son?
Yeah.
Yes, you did?
Yep.
And did he discuss the fact that he wants to play football?
Mr. McCarthy, that's hearsay.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. So you had a conversation.
Is striking that information.
Yeah, you had a conversation, and did you agree that your son would exercise, that you would exercise parenting time with your son?
No, didn't discuss any parenting time with him at all. He said he had a couple weeks off, and I told him I was glad he was having fun, and I told him I would never deny him from being here. That's what I told him.
Okay, how old is Bodie?
17.
All right, and when will he be 18?
A couple months.
All right, and so you brought this motion because you want to follow the rote parenting times as set forth in the order. Would that be a fair statement?
Yes, sir.
You don't want to have any flexibility for it.
She had the opportunity to turn that in, and there was a deadline for it, and I didn't hear about it until recently. And then I got 2 or 3 different conflicting stories, 2 or 3 conflicting different dates that he didn't show up for, and he still isn't here. And I am certain he probably heard what he wanted to hear. I didn't deny any of my parenting time. He told me he could be here the 1st through the 5th, and then a couple weeks after that or something. And I told him he could be here whenever he wants to be. I would never deny him from being here. I didn't agree that and then I was blindsided he wouldn't be here on the 8th.
So that would have been the 1st through the 5th of July.
Whatever they recently changed it to July. Yeah.
But the bottom line is football is the reason for him not wanting to come.
I heard it was endurance training, and yeah, and she should have had that turned in by spring break.
Okay. Would you agree that Miss Bring tried to work something out with you at some point?
Yeah, she said she'd have him here by the 8th.
Okay.
Because she was going to be in Michigan, and that would be convenient for her.
All right. And but to suffice it to say, you weren't able to work out an agreement.
Well, he's not here.
Okay, so that's a yes. You were not able to work out an agreement. Correct.
Correct.
All right. Thank you. So in answer to my previous question, Bodie didn't, you said that he agreed to come at a certain time, but that you didn't agree to that. You were just reiterating what he said.
Well, like the day before, his mom said he was going to be here on the 8th.
Okay, so you didn't have an agreement with Bodie, correct?
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Well, you had his phone conversation with him on, I believe it was May 28th, correct?
Okay.
And then your petition was filed the next day.
Yeah.
All right. And so you understood him to tell you that he could come on a certain date, but you didn't necessarily have an agreement with Bodie. Is that a fair statement?
I don't discuss parenting time with my son. It's not.
Okay. He's almost 18, sir. I mean, he's almost
No, she's been saying he's been a man since he was 12. He can make his own decisions.
Okay. I don't have any further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Nawarda, when you said the 8th, are you referring to June 8th or July 8th?
The 8th?
Yes.
She was supposed to have him here. She told me June 8th.
June 8th, okay. And you have not seen the child?
No.
Okay. All right. Mr. Nawarda, do you have any further proofs you wish to establish?
No.
Okay. Mr. McCarthy, do you wish to present any proofs?
Yes, I'd like to call Kimberly Bring.
She's sworn, you may proceed.
Good morning, Kim. Can you hear me okay? Okay, because I at least can't hear you.
No? She's not muted, but we can't hear her.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that.
You know why we're here.
I do.
All right. Did you attempt to work out an alternative agreement to what the order states with Mr. Noorda?
We did numerous times. Dustin and I talked on the 23rd, I believe it was, for a little over 20 minutes. Talked about how Bowden chose. He decided he wanted to play football. He wants that opportunity, wants to be on a team, and it looks good for his college applications. The beginning of that conversation went really good. You know, I asked if I had to file anything, and he said no, he doesn't want to, fight with me. Then it kind of got a little back and forth like it typically does. So then we went back and forth on the app, as you can, I think that Dustin submitted that himself. And you see me repeatedly saying, Bowden wants to play sports. It's mandatory. He has 2 dead weeks. Can we make this work? Can we make this work out for Bowden, or do I have to file something in court? And I tried to discuss it numerous times. And then actually Bodie spoke to Dustin on the 29th, May 29th. And Dustin did agree that he could stay home. He could play. We thought everything was okay, not knowing that Dustin actually filed something in court the day before. Because he filed in court on the 28th, talked to Bodie on the 29th, which to a child just makes everything that he talked about dad wasn't true. And he really thought he could stay and have the opportunity to play football this year. He hasn't played in 8 years. He's very athletic, but he doesn't have the skills. It's a new football coach, and it is mandatory practice. We thought everything was okay after that conversation. It truly did.
Okay. And would you have filed something had you been aware that
That he wasn't going to agree? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And you asked, did you ask Mr. Noorda whether you should bring the matter into court or not?
I think I asked him 4 times in the court parenting in the closed, whatever that app is, the parenting app 4 times, and he just never responded.
Well, in those 4 times, I didn't. Where did I agree to it? You're saying I agree?
Hold on, Mr. Noorda. You'll have your opportunity. Go ahead, Mr. McCarthy.
So can you continue with what you're saying, ma'am?
I was just saying that I asked him 4 times, can we make this work? Can we come to some type of agreement? Outside of court, obviously, that's always preferred. Can we do something to make it work so Bowden can play football? Or if not, do I need to file? And then he just kept saying, what date are you going to be here? What date are you going to be here? I tried to call him on the court parenting app, and that Dustin submitted that too. It says something along the lines like Dustin Noorda does not allow calls, because I thought it would be better. We weren't getting anywhere back and forth through the text. So I tried to call him on the court parenting app, and it wouldn't, the setting, he must not have the setting to accept it. I don't know if mine's set to accept it. I just saw the call button and tried to call. But then after Bowden, May 29th, talked to Dustin, we thought everything was okay. We truly thought he could stay and play football and then come up on his dead weeks off and make it work.
Okay, and then you received the petition for the motion?
I think, yeah, I received it. I had been in Michigan. My mom had been in the hospital for over 40 days. When I got back, for the life of me, I can't remember, maybe the 11th or 12th, I was served that he had filed a motion in court.
Okay. But you thought everything was all set?
We thought it was all set. We had no doubt everything was all set. That's how we were proceeding. That's what we were told.
All right. I don't have any further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Brain, when you said everything was all set, that's what you were told. That came from your son, correct?
That came from my son, but I also heard the conversation.
Okay, very well.
And
Mr.
Bowden is here, sir, Your Honor. Bowden is here if you want to ask him.
Don't need to hear from the child.
Okay.
Mr. Noorda, do you have any further proofs, Mr. McCarthy?
No further proofs, Your Honor.
Mr. Noorda, final argument, please.
like I said, I did talk to Bodie. I didn't agree to. I'm just kind of like in a catch-22 here. There's nothing I can say it's going to be right. I just wanted to get a little bit of time with Bodie before he's 18. He said he wanted to be here. He said he wanted to show up. He said he wanted to be here on those
That's
weeks.
hearsay too, Mr. Norwood, so I have to be fair.
Well, he technically told me, and it's in the black and white, that he wanted to be here on the 1st through the 5th and those other dates. And all I replied, I told him I was glad he was doing his football, and I told him I would never deny him being here.
Okay. Very well. Mr. McCarthy, final argument.
She can't prove in black and white anywhere where I agreed to anything.
Okay. Mr. McCarthy, final argument, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a situation where the boy is almost 18 and really wants to play football, and is playing football and has gone to the practices. And Ms. Spring thought that this matter was worked out, and she heard the conversation, and that's why the order wasn't followed to the strict letter. And it seems as though the Mr. Norda is being truthful about the fact that he had a conversation with the child, with the boy, and he was wanted to come at a certain time so that he could have some time with his father. But then after that, or he had filed a motion the day prior to it, and so that's why we're at where we're at. And I would ask that the court not find Ms. Spring in contempt.
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. This is a motion in order to show cause filed by Mr. Mitchell Holdwick on behalf of Mr. Nawarda, alleging that father was denied parenting time 2024 parenting time schedule. The order and subsequent orders in this case indicate that after the last day of school, the first Sunday after school release for 59 overnights that father is to receive. The child was not returned on May 26th when the last day of school was on May 23rd. The testimony presented to the court was that during this time frame, the young man had football or wanted to be in football, and I heard the testimony that he hadn't played football for, I believe, since age 12, or it was a while ago, but then he had an interest, but that he's a good athlete, he'd be interested in football. There was further testimony of a conversation between the child and father relative to when the child would be coming back. Father says there was no agreement. Mother says she heard the conversation. There was an agreement. I don't care if there was an agreement or not. The child cannot make an agreement with the father. It's the parties. It's father and mother that have to make an agreement. There is no agreement in this case. There hasn't been an agreement. The court takes judicial notice of the relationship, the lack of communication these parties have, as well as it almost seems chronic that every year around this time, there's also alleged denied parenting time. Based upon what I've heard, I find Ms. Spring in contempt. She failed to comply with the court order in this case. There is no agreement between mother and father. If there was an agreement between father and son, it is still unenforceable because those aren't the parties involved. As a result of finding Ms. Spring in contempt of court, the sanction in this case is very simple. The child is to be returned to father Friday by 6 p.m. Mother's responsible for the financial cost of getting the child here. Friday at 6 p.m., the child is to be returned to father. Any questions regarding my ruling? Mr. Nawarda first.
Sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. McCarthy, any questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court will prepare the order and that will conclude the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.